Specific to car accident claims, there are several things that we regularly see that are detrimental to the claim, even if the client doesn't think that they're a big deal or know to avoid them. The first thing that we see often is a client who is not calling the police and making sure to get an incident report. Those are essential because it gives us documentation of the claim and it lets us know who it is that we need to pursue the claim against. Another thing is failing to take photographs of the vehicle involved to show the property damage. Often, police officers don't accurately record the amount of damage that has occurred to the vehicles in the police reports, and if we don't have the vehicle photographs showing the damage, an insurance company can use the police report to try to minimize the extent of the impact and therefore argue that you shouldn't have had that big of an injury. Those are hard claims to deal with sometimes when we don't have photographs. Another thing that clients do at times is fail to tell the officers at the scene of the wreck that they have been injured. It's important to not be macho and not try to hide the fact that you're hurting. Let the officer know that you're hurting because that information goes in the police report. If you claim during your lawsuit that you began feeling pain immediately, but you didn't tell the officer that, the police report is going to say no injuries reported, and then we have a conflict. So make sure every time that you tell the officer that you're in pain. The next thing to do is, if you are in serious pain, don't fail to go get treatment immediately. If you tell the responding officer that you are in pain, he or she is going to ask if you would like an ambulance. If you have the opportunity to go in an ambulance, go ahead and go in the ambulance and go get checked out at the emergency room. If you can't do that and you're already in pain, drive yourself to the emergency room and get checked out. Again, this documents your injuries and it makes sure to get the treatment process started. Another thing that's problematic is once treatment gets started, we have clients that don't show up regularly to get their treatment. That creates gaps in treatment that are tough to deal with when insurance companies start pointing out that if you were really in that much pain, you wouldn't have been missing treatment. So do what your doctor says and make sure you get to those appointments. It's very easy to have your employment get in the way or not be able to get a ride. Make sure you do whatever it is to make sure that those gaps aren't there in your treatment. It's very important also to not delay in getting a lawyer. You need to get a lawyer as soon as possible to make sure that all of your rights are preserved, and make sure you get a lawyer who has lots of experience handling these cases. If you've been injured in a car wreck and you need representation, please give me a call immediately. I'm here to help.